Offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 26-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And right away, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Taking it about the 36. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
Truly one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league, is willing to do whatever it takes to win and plays through a lot of adversity and continues to do it at a high level in his high 30s, trying to make another run to the Super Bowl here in his 17th season.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Sets up
Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. He'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line.
Get it! We got one! Yeah, I got another one! Okay!
Avoiding the trash.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Stafford. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
One thing's As we always talk about heading into a game, who's going to set the tone early? And very early on here, we're seeing a defense is showing they're going to continue to break pressure.
They smelled that early 3-and-out, brought the pressure, and the hit forced the incompletion. So on fourth down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And not going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Fake it and Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. They give to Williams, running right. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Stafford. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They set back at the 33-yard line.
2nd down.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Stafford. Wide open receiver, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here's Ferguson. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6.
Now it's Stafford. That is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and goal.
Again, it's Stafford.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now Stafford. The left side throw complete to Adams.
And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Okay, Brandon, thank you, and welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen.
We now proceed to the start of the second half.
All right, Scott, thank you. The snow is continuing to trickle down here as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3.
Their defense is the shutout now. They probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe making a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the second half here with Williams. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard
From the gun, here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. Powering forward. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Gain of 17 yards. And the Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams.
has no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun.
Nice.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's good for our Rams. First down.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
At the Eagles' 15-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds. Right to 3.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Stafford down to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You have everything working in your direction. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Hurts and the Eagles now. Down 10-0. A minute 54 on the clock. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Hurts. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. If you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pick brings up 2nd.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. And the Eagles are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's first and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
It's second down and goal.
Second down and goal. Hurts.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Breaks through the contact. Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you can select to replay the challenge and be sure you pay attention to the challenge. And the offense readies for a first down and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Flushed out right.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
Blitz coming, and down it goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at the 4th down.
They go play action with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So the Rams in great position here as they get things started. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Stafford.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, the
slant connects with Devontae Adams.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
Joshua Carty on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And last time went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all
Still
assignments
first
were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run
Delay of
out
game,
on him.
offense.
So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line.
Still first down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
So they'll walk him back half the distance.
Still first down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run
Delay of
out
game,
on him.
offense.
So that's going to push him back half the distance.
Still first down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
Barkley inside handoff. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on
Delay
him.
of game, offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Still second down.
I'm going to keep betting on it until I hit. Did you see that 1 to 12 come up? You already know. I'm trying to keep up.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
And they'll accept that penalty. Running again with Barkley on second down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Pretty good defense right there. Troy Reader on the pass breakout.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
The Eagles set their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Plus 105. Let's go.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
Hold on. Son.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
My money's still there, too.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Damn, I'm back down to 72 G's. I won. On that 6.
You playing in the video?
Yes. No. I hit on a cone. I just went on a cone.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
That's not the number.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
I only got 12 G's.
Stafford. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The sack by Julius Peppers. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They snap it to Stafford. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Kyron Williams,
27 yards.
and the Rams take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might add a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's Hurts to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
After the interception, here's Stafford.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
In motion, the tight end. Here's Stafford.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Stafford. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
Stafford looked to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown.
Puka Nacua
from 6 yards away.
And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, down at the bottom. It's the second one. Pick the second one. You want the arrow in there. And go over the chips. Pick chip. And send me the max. It's gonna be 100,000.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
It probably ain't gonna be no more than 100,000.
And that flag accepted.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now back to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Troy Reeder. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half.
I gotta find
and now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
So cheap.
Now Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
To throw is Stafford.
They'll find a man over the middle, 2-2 Atwell. He's brought down, and we're here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thank you, and welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with the light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the second half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thank you. The snow is continuing to trickle down here as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They begin the drive with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. It'll wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Nope.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
No.
Back to throw, Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Stafford now to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Fielded at about the 28. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
Look it again.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Up the middle with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. They try the left side here with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing is Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Stafford. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here comes the Rams punter now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out at the 5-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
You know damn well I can't play in that damn hunt. I ain't got time for this shit.
Still first down.
You want just a private table? Okay, you do that.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
Thing for the table. I see the thing for the table.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Offense.
When I don't get him. Boy, I swear to God.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Yes, I did. This one 90,000 on the two.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense. Still second down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now Hurts is intercepted. His third of the game.
Picked up by a Keller Witherspoon. And he'll have the set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Now the LA offense ready for this next possession. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all three timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
First down.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Williams fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Williams.
Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there.
Well, you came up short in this one, but no worries. Select replay challenge and go get that win.
He ain't trying to go everywhere I go. I don't know why.
Get it! We got one! Yeah, I got another one! Okay.
Shut your mouth. That's a hit. That's a hit.